Hey guys, happy Monday morning. I hope you're all doing well and not complying out there. So, this morning at 9 o'clock a.m., Utah had a meeting between the Business and Labor Interim Committee, and they wanted to hear from citizens of Utah what we thought about Biden's proposed vaccine mandate. So I heard about this last week. I couldn't make it in person, but I decided I'd try to Skype in because I had a Zoom in. There was a Zoom call that you could sign up for ahead of time, and then you could, try to show up virtually. And I was actually standing by in the Zoom room the entire time, but it's amazing. It sounded like over 700 people showed up in person, and there were over 200 people on Zoom. So they didn't get to everyone. I was one of the people that didn't end up getting to speak, but there were just like a few dozen people out of over 900 in support of the vax mandate. And it was just businessman after businessman, they had big businesses, which are over 100 employees, go first, and pretty much all of them, I think like 50 of them were against it and 2 of them were for it or something. And then they started doing just citizens and small businesses. Like almost everybody was against it. It was amazing. There was this one moment where this woman who was in support of the vax mandate, she actually said, we should get 4 times as much speaking time because there's almost none of us here. And it was just, it just felt so good to hear that. And I don't know. It just was really a massive white pill moment for me because I signed up for this because I didn't know how many people were going to fucking show up because no one gives a shit about anything anymore. But this kind of speaks to what I talk about with accelerationism. Like, any of you guys who have been following me for a while, you'll know that I actually like it when the government is aggressive because then people start opposing it. Like, if it's a slow creep and they're really sneaky about how they're doing everything and they're good at hiding how blatantly horrible they are, then nobody does a fucking thing. That's how we ended up with lockdowns and everything. Like, if you're, at least in the state I was in Arizona when that happened, like they scared people into basically begging for shutdowns and mandates. Like, it wasn't like the fucking National Guard came in and shut everything down. Like, people were hoarding supplies, staying home, and so by the time they were like, okay, we're just gonna say essential travel only, essential business, like everyone was like, okay, fine, whatever. Whereas if it's pushing the envelope too hard and the public doesn't like it, then you'll see them push back, and that's exactly what's happening in Utah. So Governor Cox, the Utah legislature, I don't know when you guys are voting on this, but you've heard the voice of the people of Utah. Were firmly against this. And Governor Cox, to his credit, he has resisted Biden so far. And I assume the Utah legislature will do so as well. The entire time I've been living here since last June. It's not been that bad. Like, there was a mask mandate last year for public places, but it had like 50% compliance. No one that I know of got arrested. Probably somebody did, but it wasn't like, these horrible cities or whatever. Utah's been pretty good. So I'm hoping that, someone got arrested here. But I don't know. Like, I'm hopeful for how this is going to play out in Utah. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I did try to speak, but I just didn't get chosen. I was in the Zoom room for over 3 hours, I think, and they just didn't get to me, so that's all right. But if I had gotten to speak, I would have just briefly said, yes, I'm against the vax mandate. I'm glad everybody is too. And then I would have used the rest of my time to say, hey, I love the fact that all you guys are coming out for bodily autonomy and personal liberty, but if you want to fucking apply that to the war on drugs and even the wars and, spying on people and all that shit, that would be great, because we have the giant NSA storage building here in Provo, Utah, and we also are not very good on letting people put what they want to into their own bodies. I'm glad you guys are against mandating what we have to put in our bodies, but it'd be nice to see you also come out against the government not allowing people to put what they want in their bodies. I would have said that, but I didn't even get the chance. But I was just glad that Utah seems to be against it. So that's really it. Had a great chat with Abby Martin last night. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't seen it. Tomorrow I got Siraj Hajmi coming on the show. That's going to be interesting. I ended up on his list once. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you later. If you're in Utah, keep up the good fight. Do not comply.